nakushemerera ebere tegitaura katanuru ashtamana nyamwiza nishemerera mlonga kumanya nkuburu kushesha ni wojo tumwenu bwashesha kanze kushera ashtamana nyamwiza ninyeta Barbara nyamwiza ndi aha Big Chef Restaurant omtano yambara izobe nakwetera mjenyi mumtano na yetwa Lucky Agaba ikindu kumanya orahurira oteka break UG omushogu natebekanisa endamburu umunyango wenu kwasa kushikoza vacations getaways akujatiwe ronde sente zawe kuruguru wakatano kusiro kubanza twenda kuzankare ekburo twenda kuzanka bunyonyi nebyange bindi byona byone bihingurize echange eki nangwa nebindi binje byarikoreshiza digital marketeer nomsurveyor nebindi binshiza mother a whole mother mwenize bintu ndenda kureba Lucky Agaba obutandika shitamana nyamwiza tukamushera kurugobo yebuzi aho karebera shitamana nyamwiza kongizoberi niwe twamugwa mwene shitama bukara rambikiza yeto wa waturgo ngwaje tandike program eji abwizoberi nakushemerera Agaba
nye nakira nyamwiza ndiyo
uko li Agaba
Nibakwitara abenje nabanyetara kintu monyo muntu ari kunyeta Agaba actually
na no wandi bari kweta Agaba
no
ukakuru Lucky
burhamu
na hatu wazire nibagomba kweta Lucky bari kujanga mama
ara kunyeta infinity not even mama infinity aba kono mina kunyeta infinity mama infinity a lot
nakushemerera buzima thank you for finally getting time to sit on this chair.
It's been 3 trials.
100,000 of those.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, but it's really understandable. Muriyo.
Turiyo.
Numararam.
Tineshonga.
Hati umuri nananye. Twena twinorushoro kumanya. Well, man nibasa kugira ngo nyoni nkumanyaho. Konka erijenda nkachesa serecho. Nono jango muntu no manya. Konka chitama. Bebindi mwenye yake nanyeti kumanya ndenda kumanya Lucky nubuha kazarwahi wazarwa Lucky ndi abazire banje bakanyeta Agaba Lucky ndi omusaveya ompunta professionally ompunta simanisa
nyankore
ikigambo saveya nyangwe nompunta
ompunta
warara
ndi land surveyor.
Okay. Mwene uri wa mataka. Nija nyenda gurita kaniwe ndukurondo kandebera.
Nimbasa butakwere kitaka hiri nimbasa kwantaka ma konkani nyenda kurukupomera nkakuga bwana utakaguzirita mukamanyenda berebete na bitu takaruguzire it's better utakaruguza wako washanga berebete na bitu waruguzire
ndisho
babishoberi
nakura mwene wazarwa
nazarwa ntungamo Ruhama
okay
Chikoni Mutanoga
Echaro nichikoni ngana Mutanoga
Echaro no
Mutanoga then umurka nichikoni egombora na Ruhama kandi ishaza kanyuna ninja na Ruhama
na yeno Ruhama
okay wazarura muri abana bangaye
turi abana bana
uri omuzgejo
ndio wa kabiri
umuzgejo nempangare nawe
then ninkora twaboje babiri
okay
abishi babiri aboje babiri
nahura abazire baruyo
abazire bariyo bombiri
mukamasimu nibakora
ba retired ngabona akabari abashomesa
okay barakushomesa Ruhama
bakagumanwa indramu mama akashomesa Mutanoga nkana wotho yatandikire then mzee akashomesa Montera High School then ya tokushomesa sorry akaribasa
naho niwe kongana mangu ayishomero ntubantu betabatsa basa
akaribasa Montera then yija yababasa Ntare
okay
then yazana bonje
mwena hashataho kumanya okay mbweni we okutandikisha mero watandikirahi
nkatandikira Kitunga
omuzeyi yabari muntu okay Kitunga primary school
can't to room staff quarters Montera High School anyways all my school life ngatulo staff quarters can't to room staff quarters Montera High School na shomera Kitunga primary from preschool pre P1 my mom was a teacher katwejesa akatwegesa omukoko kikaishomero kumanya ebyokukora. So you'd study pre-P1, P1, P2 like that. So nkashomera Kitunga until P6. Dad wanje yafuna transfer to Ntare. Aho nije naza Mbara Municipal.
Omchamshanju ningo omchamkaga.
Omchamkaga. Ndine omchamkaga kuza Mbara Municipal. Mbara Municipal wakanwenda kundauza. Wakanwenda kundauza aiwa you know no kora interviews kubwa. So but ninjanga ntagwire mnonga. My dad was like, no, give her a chance. Turebe kwaragwe P6 mundabuze P6. Abokuba nkanjire P6 second term.
Okay.
So they gave me a chance. Municipal had a funny way of streams according to the best. So I was in the worst or the dullest.
And you knew it.
Yes, you would know it. And actually I think that is what motivated me the most. If I'm to remember, that motivated me to do better. I loved it. So, and also they used to give us extra attention.
Lovely.
Yes, we were in M, and I think the next one that was dull was W, then T was good, then S was the best.
And they kept changing.
Yes, even in terms, even in exams, when you do beginnings and you work better, they shift you to another stream. So by the time I went to P7, I didn't do W, I went to P7 in T.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice. Which is the second best.
And I think second time I was an S.
Lovely. So, makes sense now.
Yes.
You indeed were given a chance.
Yes, I was given a chance and I was happy. I succeeded really. I was really happy with myself. So P7, yeah, wait yo. Naza bwera nyanji.
Okay. Obotaka ziroboza bwera nyanji. Mukuru wawe nabanyanya ko babahiboza Municipal.
Mukuru wanje
mwena mukuza hamwe munyurizana.
Tukashika twatandika boarding. Around P5 mbona tanja boarding wali on P6 akaza St. Helens. Nyona aguma Kitunga. Then my kid brother was in Kitunga also. Then the last one, I think that one was born or not born. I don't have so many memories of him because I'm older than him 8 years.
Lovely.
Yes. So
Nukokwi. Mwena boyer Municipal uri mwakaria hando.
My brother then was in Kabaterini. Abokuwa tunatukijana. Dad was like our primary parent. Yes. So we used to move with dad a lot. Mama we? Also, I think it's recent that I've grown and I realized that I am my mom. I think she loved the laid back life, the easy of not
version of it.
Like life is on a rush. Like there is a speed the world moves on, and I really love the easy laid back pace. So she loved that, and I think she chose to just be in the village. And she got a school to teach there, and she takes care of her plantations, her cows. She's good. Yes. So
Zabwera nyanji.
Zabwera nyanji.
Umarebu ukinga nachi.
S4 second term.
Banzori nde utaka chiromu S4 like. Wera nyanji washa mwana chi warga Municipal wija.
It's like it was like the normal place for Municipal kids to go to.
Iwe mchibinoko rito mushomero ko ryota. Itwaba muturajire wera nyanji. Do you know how that pains to date?
Why would it even pain?
Because it was a dream. I wanted to go there. Like tindajiri. Kanyenda kuzayo tunaba sakuzayo.
I think it was you have put it as your first choice. They have given you the opportunity. And see, my dad was working in Ntare and I'd gone to Varanyanji. See that Varantare thing. So like there's a way it was Kawan connected and
Wazai.
Naza Varanyanji.
Senior one nizo aliyokubanza
n'ishuka. Nindijukaje. Injure kagwa. Nirukanga. Bajam ingrats tabakwirukanga banshechera no kushechera on school compound. Like how do you run girls of dignity? Oh. I remember that day very well. And then we used to sleep in cubicles. They used to distribute us you see some schools no shanga, like the school I was in for HSC, no shangano aba tom dormitories according to your classes. But in Buranyanji, they used to mix us, yes. So abantu babinenka free space in their rooms bakabija abachira. They would come and choose. Namni jabe mchembirunji ningaba kurebukaje just the way you look. So I was chosen. Yeah, by candidates. I think I was in a class. I was in a cubicle of candidates. Bantwara. So I did S1, S2. I was stubborn. Joined cliques.
Like any one of us.
Like any adolescent.
Like any mushogo yo food.
Mushogo yo kago ntwire nawe.
Karengo gwawe.
Kirik ashino jango nabo akina komere S4 second time.
Ibakishika watu warine. Ukoyona.
Nabo Buranyanji bakaba turwaraza. Like that wouldn't be done in Immaculate Heart. Bakaba turwaraza. Bakwehangana bakusuma muzire batawo commenter kani. Bakwehangana bakweza the punishments. Buranyanji was really merciful on the adolescents. I think they really understood. So nkandiyo mkiriki. Naonia nishika kiriki bete. Martha mchara brain.
She was your clickmate. See life. Eventually you come
in the same home. Okay. So we're in the same clique and I think S4.
So watunga cliques za Buranyanjoko. Konka twataragaza tubanze tugaricho mukakachi. Okuwazirwe waburi umwana wakangaye wakabiri. Tutebeze.
Ati nyondi omwana since I've given birth, nimanya how chaotic that process is. So now I have concentrated on how I was born. Ndiyo mwana ware suraka akajagarumka. Akuzaru.
Utyo.
Haza nchirebena na social media abwire binjantu never explaining how they find out they are pregnant 36 weeks and you completely didn't know you were pregnant. So I think my mom's story was like that. So my mom tarachizokoyena kasia 6 months I think. Akazara firstborn like January 30th. Nyongazarwa February 17th the next year.
Meaning you're almost like twins.
Yes.
Mwena mkatwaranwa ya minori ya rumonsi atakumano kumangu inenda.
Ninja kuna wendinga 6 months or 7. She's like, I think I'm pregnant. I could be 1 month or 2. So she miscalculated. Kana nyani za kuzarwa like April, May, whatever. So first term, February, bali jele kukora in Cape Zambia, beginning of term, they are home. My big sister, bakaba mhelechero wa grandma wanje.
Kuzaku mchusi anachi.
They are home. Abaina yarga ishomero kushomesa. Aramuna achebere bzamba maze kuriya dina. Nazar. Nkazaruwa muka.
Wanji.
In less than an hour.
Ya what shia hweruwo.
They were so confused. They had a firstborn, hongawa kaba mzerido mwirwaro. So with me, they didn't know.
And it was just the two of them.
It was just the two of them. But hakijo munta or like the way things happen or the way the universe sends its people. Ya shanga varium
confusion ya.
Konkawa kaba shazela ambriko kodi batajiseveri. So I was bleeding to death.
Wow.
So he helped out with the information. It was pre-Google time. Yes. So how do you get the information?
Yes.
But I'm here. I survived. I did not die.
You're lucky indeed.
Yes, that is why I'm lucky.
This is how you're lucky.
That is why they named me Lucky. And also, why they want albums? No matter what albums. One of my albums, firstborn, were celebrating a baptism. It was a huge thing. Thirdborn, well planned 2 years after me. It was a huge thing. No way. I am so sure. No, I know it. I am so sure I'm the unplanned one.
Oh dear.
Nina kashana kamwe kuruga chachi. No manya mwabatizwa na
something.
Mwabatizwa na haro kutere bishani bya general. I was so pressed. I was like, Mommy, what happened? But now I understand. And you know, it happened even with grad. I'm the only one who they didn't celebrate grad because there was also something like my dad was getting to build his dream house. And my brother was on government, I wasn't. So he felt he had that gap. And the other one is 8 years after. So he decided. I really hope
as you grew up and even now, you never feel
no, Kawa. I actually always love to share that story. It is laughable. I'm like, oh wow. I never felt less loved. I was loved equal.
Nice.
Yes.
When was that zomukiriki zawinzi?
Zomukiriki. Bagman but warning our report there is one they sent us for parents. Hatubora nyanji. Akaro ejeje okushanga buri muntu ayina ka radio, buri muntu ayina sumu. It is normal like bakukwata.
Nakahama kawe.
Even it was like public secret, like everyone knows like he has a phone or this one has a radio, whatever. Back when it was so stupid, like everyone would be like, how? Because no one would snake the other, even the prefects or whatever, no one would. So it would be someone, an outsider, a teacher or something to get you. So I had a phone in school, like everyone else really. It was a stage. Tukatuva tugwine nko holidays nabwo still obusherekero muzire
oyinomina tizara kumizo week
so mbanye nakasum kanje kaka later it was second term we were doing pre-mocks become case like just having it I don't even know whether I had someone to call with it.
But you had a phone.
Just I had it because everyone had a phone. It was a cool thing. So my friends, there were 2 friends in the clique still. There's a way we know this one has a phone. They came and picked it from my case and they were using it I think for a long time and I didn't even know. So nkabandi always abantu mwe Sunday bije bangamambara ke somi yawaje ko ntono maisa somi yaje ke yo mukesi kanda kajikosa ke kuyetamnetana tono muzana za kushinga mukesi chawa basisi so they would leave that phone on even if they claim they were the owners bakawa jireka that line would stay on anyone who is called on that phone will go home. So I think it was like in the 3rd week of leaving that phone on and someone called looking for me. Bakawa tutasya one by one. Bakugamba otaha hatumala mama kija kunyachira. Kandi mwene mama kija kunyachira na manto byasiskara.
Wamugamba.
Because mama kawa kupachira bya water it was indefinite suspension. Hey, indefinite suspension having a phone in school. Indefinite suspension.
Then
you're in S4.
At that time when you have to be really focusing.
So, kuna de mama wanje yanyiza na mant chawa basisi because it's my dad who drops us in school. So how come my dad has refused to come pick me? And he was the one who had a car. So, kama yantaniza kwa mkano wako utera. So nami antasiani nyishika turi mu taxi no mukazo wabuze bishoka baina atabana kabagira ishomero no maisa nami ajambazwire mbani mtwara for check up. I was like, oh wow,
she covered that up.
So we went home and waited for dad to come.
Ishahiriye ya mwini
akija yantera. That was the last time my dad beat me up. That was the last time. I also made up my mind, this is the last time you beat me, sir. So, but it's like, you can't stay here and you wait for an indefinite suspension. Kandi tinkare ko mwaka gwa ukagenda. So I'm going to enroll you in another school. Private schools are always there. Now as a standard college.
Ntungam. Ejaya mhanda.
Eri nomka. Yeah, nearby. Like 2 kilometers away from home.
Nice.
Yes, yanta standard D. Condition chitu cause ya feeling forms. Remember, is in entire, so is connected. Nka feeling forms. Usianko kokola wa feeling forms HSC with the 10 10 subjects, no, you can't call 10 subjects, then the best 8 O level. Now feeling standard decay in the subjects. So nana zongeza na wenyini.
Wisdom.
Nastam. But you can't do 8, only 8 subjects. Ashkuzara kugui. No, we do 10 just so that in case you fail 2,
one balances you.
So I did 9. Kakola entrepreneurship. So when I chopping classes entrepreneurship. Hati ya picture. Kanya call entrepreneurship. Tell you whatever, but they had it in A level, so the teacher offered to teach me alone.
Wow. So
na feeling my dad went to Kampala, dropped them, did everything. Wambi, poor man. So not now a student who
Standard high school.
Standard college.
College, sorry.
Standard ekatera. Kwanyanzo wachira. Standard ngashanga bashomere bamazire like S4 second term, but they are doing tests and revision. Mambe, kwanyanzo kano shanga tuchiriwa form 3 work. Kahapora notsi. Nkaterwa. Oh
dear.
Mom. But kuna the standard nashanga. 2 colleagues from Moranyanji that were silently chased somehow. No matter the reason why they chase people at the end of term. Like they tell you don't come back or back shopping, don't keep. So nkashanga. So I was good to go. I fit in so well. 2 girls who were staying in the same corner in the dormitory. I was Kawatia. And I was visiting there like in 2 weeks. Dad came to visit me.
Poor him. And mommy
came to visit me. He's always the one who used to come, so I was used to dad. You never used to tell dad visiting day. He used to come, like even if you call him, you're like Saturday's visiting day, he'll be like, I know. I know. So he came to visit me. Anyways, I got used to the school. I befriended the brightest kids. I wanted to pass so badly because I was like, no, I am done. Also, I knew I was bright. Even in Boranyanji, I knew I was the bright student. I knew I was bright, so I had to do something. That is the second time. I think in my academic time, I was like, I have to do something away from the P7 thing, P6. So,
why?
Twatahomka after second term, Daddy and Jamburanyanji, they called us back. Yes.
And then they asked you?
So Dad asked me, she's like, where do you want to go? Boranyanji or Standard? I was like, he's like, take your time, the choice is yours, really, take your time. I just didn't want to go back to Boranyanji. I was still hurt, my friends, and also embarrassed because how do they get you? In Boranyanji it was how do they get you?
It was
and also I felt I had got used to Standard. And I felt I was going to pass in Standard. I really knew I was going to pass because the pressure was pressuring.
Was it?
Yes. So I said Standard. Dad is like, are you sure? He's the kind who would want you to have that nice school on your certificate. I was like, I'm really sure. He's like, okay. Anyways, even Standard is halfway price, so half the price of Boranyanji. It's a win-win for me. So he's like, Kawa. So I went back to Standard. Did my 9 subjects. And there was a worst. You'd find boys are the best at the top, like top 20 or top 15 or top 10. They are boys. Then I wish to museum. So Kamara, you name it, I was the best girl in the whole class. Nishka mom office had master Standard and Hunjangarke.
For HSC.
He wanted me to go back so bad.
Ukatamamani.
I was the best girl, so he wanted me back.
When his Standard was it?
Standard Najirika. That's my first choice school, which was Immaculate Heart.
No, I
don't remember.
I
think after all level I would have gone back to Boranyanji if I was in Boranyanji. But also, if you have an indefinite suspension, you don't give that choice. You don't give that school your choice. tubakakweta nokweta bokoine mchwemi
kandi bajirebere speculating
no tubakakweta. So I had to choose another school which was Immaculate, and yes, my sister was in Immaculate. Akamarira Immaculate.
Ukano hakunda bwa sister wawe akisha nakutebeze birunji.
I think so naza Immaculate. Kachope no nasijireyo
na hatari.
Nkaza Immaculate for my HSC. Also I had an tuliwa Kristai.
Okay.
Also I had an issue with my dad there Canada kode arts.
Okay.
Results kuzijata like no kode arts. Abako you very unserious.
Bambi akana mama.
Atuwaka konka.
Nimbabazi.
Nchendo kode arts. Tudado no via.
Ninyendezi.
Sciences nzishire nzonda akoni. So I used to fail English terribly. Even my mom used to tell me back no shwaza ona mazomba kanishomesa English mwananje. So
ikabe kugwerachi
tinkumanya nyobya rewrite bukai
at lucky one tanga
bya rewrite bukai ndema kubi na arrange an alphabet.
It's really strange to understand ngokano gozulu.
But recently I found there are even people who said,
and you are an amazing writer. How? Doesn't matter.
And I used to read books a lot. Even as I was a scientist, I was always in novels. I was always with artist students, sharing novels, tearing them apart. I used to be that, but I used to fail English.
When was
so tukaenda tujizembi yone ibara mpereze
ni yeju
pampereza pem ent yankulata
aibambe.
Anyway, it was the worst done. Konka hawakanyamba yampereza combination. We were the 30-year-olds who were the last ones with 4 subjects. Haza tukantuchukunda she. They didn't start a new thing on us.
Right.
So I did PEM and
Immaculate hati ya shachi. Wajirajaransa na Bweranyanji na standard.
It was easier than standard, but very hard compared to Bweranyanji. Bweranyanji chacho koza yoboru kwenda. Immaculate hard.
No teko.
Nateka kushaba.
Okay,
twice a week. Rosary yanje. When cover, also I had made up my mind after the Bweranyanji thing really to be a good kid.
God.
I was trying. Obviously.
Well indoctrinated now.
Nkaba Catholic, like the real Catholic person, because somehow if you're putting on a rosary and you look Catholic, and they find you also in something fishy, they will let you go. But if you're not,
you pass.
If you're not Catholic, and they found you and you're making noise or something, you could go home. You could just go home. So you had to blend in. You really had to blend in. But it was good. Did my HSC well. But I was always that student who is the only scientist in Interact Club. Those things were not for scientists.
I know.
Also, I was even the president of Interact Club. That is how I think I was just
unique
the
and
unserious scientist.
Scientist at a female.
Yes. But it was
before we knew it, 2 years are done. What are
results? Zija, I was the second in my class. I don't know how, because S5 first term. Oh, I know how I read. S5 first term, I got 11 points.
But that was good.
That was good, but Econ and Ent were the ones with points. Math had O, physics had O. My dad is like, you're doing arts. I'm like, no, yeah, because the people who were to do arts, bawa tire yaba demotinje wakaba funeza FF. Namnyanti mkuzai. Second term nija nyine 16 ya jate kare.
That's it up.
Na mwangani nwana na.
I know.
I was fighting for my life. So HSC ya huh?
Wata home kavaka.
Results zija. There was a teacher who used to give a headache bambi.
Watch.
Wa Econ. When we left, I had an A in Econ, and I think I was the only scientist who had an A in Econ. Akagumana, there was a Kenyan, I don't know. Even at campus, the people used to say I'm Kenyan. There was a Kenyan who used to disturb me in class. And when you would get an A, they would get an allowance for that student.
Yes. So he did because of you.
Yeah, and he kept on talking about me like that child was a problem.
Why? Were you failing it?
No, I used to be reading a novel in his class. I was a terrible student.
When vac, you not talagas.
Kazan vac.
Was the one can okora chi.
Nkandia twinomka tuya dada inaha nka Eden. Kasi nkagumomka my sister was at campus at Kora internship this side. So nkaguma nawe I had nothing I was doing in vac.
Watch TV and that's it.
Tinde shina beni kwa vac.
Konga yao?
Vac yao.
Waza?
Campus Chambogo.
Waza kusome bibyawe bintakuma kushobora.
Naza kwa mponta.
Watora nota?
I had an uncle of mine who was which engineering. But he always said his colleagues that did surveying are doing well.
And you wanted to be those colleagues?
No, I think I just didn't know anything about surveying. I was just told of you feel this course. Kadfiringa then MOOC a campaign as land economics, which is still in surveying because one of our value was Pamatakana buildings. So Nyona choosing a chamber my sister was in chamber but that year. Who doesn't want it easier on them?
Yeah.
So na za chamber kuna wenye first year na wakana mara.
Yes, gawama nyidid. Mwazom hostel ni emwe.
Tukalo yo marume emwe.
Nice. When kuya shwire iwaguma. Then watunga roommate.
Natunga roommate ndi show abario fresh.
Baba ni wa manyizo mwanyi.
Campus ekegomere.
I can imagine.
Jesus.
Mukani mtura hii?
We were staying in hostel in Banda.
On campus?
In Banda. Just to guma kwa class. Things were hard. Mathematics at campus, neda. Things were hard, but yeah, konka project can't wait. Hey.
I
was doing projects even at the end of my year. Like you see, when we get done in May and we graduate in December, that period I used to go to campus to meet my supervisor. At that point, I just wanted to graduate, that's all. I just failed the project. At first, I had a male supervisor. The way he wanted us to meet wasn't okay.
Comparative and good. When was
with the supervisor and now to catch up with the rest of the class. I hated project in that I have trauma of going back to school.
Because of research?
Research I can't read. Anyways, I graduated with my classmates. After campus like so Nyonka Zambara, I think I was the only one who left town. I have hated tension all my life. Tension. Anyone is a thief.
Yeah.
Also the jam used to make me sick. And also all my internships, we do internships all our years at campus. I used to do them in Barra.
Where had you done them?
Plaza, there is an office. The same person I'm still working with is the same person who gave me an internship placement.
From the word go to
From the word go up to today.
Okay.
He's now my supervisor.
When you wijambara,
meanwhile, same office because even when I was doing internship, so I knew I would start and go.
Figure out life.
Yes. And my brother did surveying too. So he was coming to be my student. And I'm also coming to start life.
Mzee chinomka Edeni ukanzomuka.
Nabwete ndagire akayatanukire kwa pansa wakayagira mucyaro.
Wazaish?
Nija nakomuka. Nabagambera nkaza ntungamo. Ntaza nyo Kampala tingarkayo. My sister was in Kampala meanwhile. Doing her hustles. Nyo Kampala.
Tekgaka kunde.
Nzambara. Konka still. Tinkuzamuka. Umukari umwagaga bakureba wagenda wagaruka abamotoka bakutwara Meanwhile, most times it would be work because we would leave very early in the morning. Oshanga numuza kukora nka rukunjiri ninga chisoro. So you leave early in the morning and you have to be dropped also. Our job needs us to move long distances. So, kata wenda kutura muka. I was so grown.
How old are you meanwhile, the grown one?
How old was I? Maybe 21, 22. I don't know.
Miss Grown. But grown indeed.
I mean, I'm done with campus. What are you talking about? You want me back in my father's house? No. So.
Well, guys.
Daddy and Pedizim. Daddy and Pedizim to
wow.
400,000. All small things at campus. No mako kumaroka guzaoka gaska we chitanda. You just have some money on you. And also I was a hustler at campus. I had a juice business, so I was okay. And I had a gig also in Kampala. Yeah, biresha shule surveying. Na we okotambuloza nko company ekwerezo mwanya. Like so I had a job in Kampala like to do. Bakafushanga bakutuma za wakiso oza land office okore chiza like a beginner. So ngani na mutsento chetu najanti. Na work kada nabona ukora beya batapire mtano makumyana.
Ngani
managed. Nisha uzalonda nisha na brother wanje akari mu second year konda kola intern. Tukafuna one oza kosiyo tukafuna yensho.
Inganachi
Mtwara abiri change na sitting room. Twazo muka edeni, tuyaye kitanda, ni mfarasi, anything we wanted. Dad was like anything we wanted. Abokuba omuntu abena tona mari kujipanisa enjo. Even tujite bukaguma. So anything we wanted. Na pikinga tuja twaze munshi. Tukatutambura. Tuzabari ya plaza.
It's okay.
Tukora.
Okutekash. Uri makaya faumu yangu.
Katsiva office ninga. We were okay still. I work what katukora. Surveying has had money even then. Like wakakushiri chetanu chawe.
Uri hola nso bad.
Also when it is field work, you know you're sorted. When it's field work, the person who has taken you for field is going to sort everything. So twakora hamwe when we weren't struggling. Honestly, tukatu ina maka senteki tukawashashura rent in time, you're paying your water bills, your electricity.
Brother, kwa agenda man.
Agenda. Mfuruka yo kawokonkala haba hari. Tinka hatambala nyenka. Naza byafura. Sawa ya
street agent ndijo yakachuchu.
Nansi makansing. So I would just walk to office, come back. So just to cut costs. Nafuna na singo abopo katabuka nyende yaje. So I was doing my work in town, going to office, going to field. On weekend tahaoka chomu komchara ndia mami. Weekend ndironza Kampala kuchakara. I was okay. Yeah. Until
one day
I met Mr. in field also. He was a client.
Okay.
Akana za gulita actually kutura. Na za kurumpomera atakaruguzire. The brother and the wife were my friends. Martha was my friend. She was the only friend I had in Bara. So that the people I used to hang out with a lot. She wasn't the only friend. I had like two others. But the people I used to hang out with a lot. So bakawa guzirita kana bapumire.
And to imagine I knew you and Wava before Martha and Bright. It's as if the other way around in my mind.
It was before?
Yeah. I got to know you before I got to know Martha.
Oh wow. Meanwhile there are the people who stayed in Bara.
Precisely my point.
So, Naba Pumenita Kabagura, it was in the same area.
Bomberi?
No, like Nkapamea Martha and Bright. So Bagura. Then later, like another month, Vanita come and whatever measure for whatever. So now when I'm Pumera, as them being my friends, I owned a machine, Yokpuma. Nganta was charging. We would just go, they've transported me to go. They buy. He's not to charge my friends really. So I didn't charge over to him being a brother. And can't run him whatever can bright. So we started talking. I'm here as I'm up here. But we kept on talking and we became friends. And I think it was early 2018, January 2018. February is my birthday. So we made a small birthday with Martha, right?
Omugamba, have you picked interest yourself or it's...
No.
It's just a friend?
Friends.
It's just a friend's brother?
Yes.
Or whatever it is?
Yeah, but we're like now friends.
Okay.
So on my birthday, 17th February, like a birthday, like I don't usually celebrate birthdays. But some friend of mine was like, make cupcakes, we go out, those things. So it was out to night over. I think Bright and Martha, and that friend of mine also had her boyfriend, stuff like that. It was a kulia pizza. Martha and Bright were jambova no mtai takisha. You can't expect to have her anywhere. Have you seen him anywhere even now? He's not the person who gives people time. However, Tarije. Coming for anyone's birthday. You know, and I think like the last year I had failed to come for the sister's birthday and it was a case at home.
How couldn't he?
He just doesn't show. He loves his comfort a lot. To get it, I think he has spread the disease to me. To get me, you also know. To get me. Anyways, so the mothers pointed it out. I was like, hey, okay. Even me, I saw it. I was like,
it rang a bell.
Okay. Think I'm also interested.
Right. Let's do this.
So yeah, I think we started dating around that time. You know, dating of where you're not so old. Like I don't think I would do dating like I would now. Like most times you're just going with the flow.
Right. But
so you're just talking.
Flow, you both have made it intentional to appreciate the flow. It comes off.
So you just do that. I really think it would be better for people to actually sit down and make it intentional. But that was also okay. Yeah. Like that was the thing. So we started talking and hanging out more at Havana. And yeah, at some point we blended.
Chattered.
Some point we blended and we were now a couple.
Omukash. On both ends, meanwhile.
Him is easy. His people are around town, so it's a matter of saying, Mami.
There is a point.
Mami.
Are you sure that's what happened?
I don't remember.
I'm imagining it was Gift or Hope who said has a mommy.
I don't really remember. I don't remember. But she must have known that we are already staying together. Because we decided to stay together, Shango we don't at his place. Yet we are paying 2 rents. So we decided to stay together even when I should rent him.
Meanwhile, the client was working as well. Because I know he was into talent management at that time.
He was working. He had a business with a brother. He was there. He was a town guy. So
wagambira mukade.
Wagambira mukade. You know, when you reach a certain point, even your parents start asking you, how do you? So I told my mom. I was like, yes, she's there. We are staying together. Okay. She never pushed me to you know, make it official, blah blah. I think she really waited for me to say we are.
You want to say.
Also, for me, when we are ready, she's going to be ready. So we never
said nothing.
Wow, okay, until we had a child on the way. My mom is like,
Madam, yet there is.
no, wait. There is why I felt my parents became even more comfortable with me and whoever, without asking many questions, without asking like there is why they became comfortable. Black has gone.
Arrived.
Has gone. She's no longer our child. I think it's when we built our home, because we decided to build before we go into. We loved the stability of we have where we stay. Then the other ones are for the people, not for us. That is the mentality. So mami, these ones are gone. Like, what other marriage do you want? And I think the child came in later. Also
hang in there. Mami, did you ever go home with Wava at some point? Or Wava taking you to Kakoba? Is it Kakoba?
They used to go there all the time.
It's easier the other way around.
It is always easier. The other way around is why it is harder. There's a way meeting with this person if they are not official. Yes.
Yeah.
Except my mom once met him. My mom once came in Bora. And we went for lunch. Takunda ibintu bya protocol. I can meet him. I mean, it's someone you're staying with, so I can just know them like over food. Hi, how are you? That's it. We are friends. I know him. I have his number. Something like that. You know, number so
and that was it. Rake ya shweru. Manya wa shweru rake. Uzengaro kuno kushweru kuna. Wazaro mwiriri.
Nazaro mwana.
Digital marketing. Okay, away from knowing Bright, Martha,
also I really think
it was at a time when I was Gift's client a lot. I mean, 3/4 of the African fabric I wear, Gift and wear Vazid. Where was Romwenda Karuna design when it Joro Bianja Biambara. Ibinju Caribbean gift. How no Nakumanyire? Honka Kumanya Nashangana Kumanyire on Twitter, our digital marketing.
I think I didn't introduce myself well. Let me reintroduce myself. I am a land surveyor professionally. I am a travel consultant.
Right.
I do take a break trips. Take a break is my idea, and it's my baby, and it has grown off social media. And I am a digital social media influencer. And I have influenced for so many brands, so many big brands. MTN. After MTN, I bring Take a Break because it is that big. I've influenced for MTN, for Take a Break, for Nile Special, for Club Dome, for all those, even the small things. I've influenced for land. I have influenced and sold everything. Flower pots, flowers, plants,
beyond
craft.
Beyond and all your sunflower pictures are in my eyes right now.
Yes, I love plants. I could talk about plants, and I think I do. I do plant consultation even now for free. Most people know I love plants, so they ask which plants to have, and I really love going in someone's home and I find a plant or plants. They really show like there is life. Like if someone can take care of a plant, I mean, I'm going to be okay here.
Nakur. Hati okatandukuota ebyo. Digital marketing, and then we'll come to Take a Break.
When did I join Twitter? I don't have the real time I joined Twitter and I started doing TikTok marketing.
Where you were?
But
was it when you were campus or when you were?
I was out of campus. I was already in field. I remember Twitter. There's a way it is a community. You have to somehow get your space in there. Right. You have to create your own space and your own people. Like, so I don't even remember it, but when you are on Twitter and attending their events, like the way you can attend Take a Break, or you are involved in the chaos that is happening there, you find your space. You really do find
Eventually.
your space. Yes, so you keep growing your network as long as you're speaking, as long as you're authentically you. It happens. No hika ofuna space ya watu. You find your people. You have people that know you, or people that believe in you, or
whatever it is they call
yes, you find you're like a brand somehow. So I was approached. I think the first person who approached me for a gig was Dawn.
Don't
Before Dawn, there was someone. Donatunsa.
Okay, name mine.
Didn't I say the wrong name? He will kill me.
No way.
Anyway, so before Dawn, I think there was a clique that I was in that tried to form a social media influencing clique. And I think we influenced for blankets and wines, and we were paid in tickets. I didn't even go. Like, no money, you will just get tickets. That was the first. So then Dawn approached me with MTN. Dawn had so many people then. We were like 60 of us doing MTN gig. And we used to be paid in performance. Like, you perform well, you're given more money than the rest. So, and then also we used to be given free data. We used to be given like 60 GB per month. It was a very good deal. And I think MTN is the one that really grew
digital marketing.
Yeah, I am always online. I don't worry about data. I am doing their thing, and
doing your own as well.
So then how Take a Break was born. It was also digital. There is where on Twitter you can get to see how people belong to brands. Like, you can know I belong to Nile Special with no doubt. And so there were brands for travel that belonged to other companies, and I couldn't cross over. Like, I couldn't go with a brand that is sponsored by Airtel or AfriCell.
Because ideally
I am MTN.
Right.
I cannot. Like, that is the brand royalty. You cannot. So I decided to start my own.
And the brand tagged along to support?
It did. Okay, it didn't.
Initially.
Okay.
But I see a lot of Nile Special in your work now.
No, not Nile Special. I'm talking of MTN.
Right. Let's go.
Yes, MTN. Nile Special came along later. I hate it when we lose out on that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Take a Break. Yes, I did tell some few friends of mine on MTN who I knew loved to travel. So I started that thing with Cap Derek used to do photography. And like two people, I was like, tujende, punyonyi, creating a content.
Just sharing.
To sharing with the next destination.
Wow.
So we did that. To sharing at Twitter. Meanwhile, when we went to Punyonyi, I just looked for people who could, who I knew.
That's what they call friendship.
Yeah, who I knew loved to travel. Even Cap Derek did photography for free. Twazabunyonyi enjure katutera tukakozesa boda.
Aibambe mama. Kurugaka barum town. Well done.
So twakola content twagaruka. So we shared the content, created the page, got the name. Now there I had Doreen. I had met her on Twitter too. Doreen is my best friend from Twitter. Doreen. Doreen was my partner right away. So sharing amagezi obviously twantolera abantu abakoraninga something like that. So we're getting ideas.
Right,
because we knew at least we have MTN people nwaza kuyisha. Ninga abantu batakubironginga in any of the two.
Mbakwisha neutral people.
So our first trip was Sezibwa, away from Bunyonyi. Sezibwa niyo opening to the public. It sold out.
Wow.
It was just 50K. It was a day picnic.
Wow, that was nice.
Yes.
And great idea.
Yes, it sold out. And by the I had never seen people going to Sezibwa the way they do now or did later. I discovered Sezibwa, and also with Take a Break, I always wanted to look for places that people didn't know. I was looking for Ugandan places that people don't travel to, like traveling to Mount Sabinyo mountain hiking. Very few people had gone mountain hiking, but we went. Most of us had never done mountain hiking. We thought it was a hill. Agenda and even Sabinyo was a hit. Sabinyo, Mount Sabinyo, came about.
Okay, cool.
Oops.
You're winding up. Don't worry.
Sabinyo came about, but social media wise, it hit.
It was like...
It was the hit for Take a Break. Ninyushka Sabinyo, nkiyaenke cheta anachunga. I organized that trip. But also...
Sabinyo or Sezibwa?
Sezibwa was good. Sabinyo is Mount Sabinyo. It was mountain hiking. And I think I was okay with even getting 50 on, and because Nyonganya and I want to Bashashure, they travel to where I want to go,
and
I take them.
Yes.
Yes. Mostly me, I wanted to go for free travel, and I take them also. And we tour because I had this desire to tour Uganda. So Sabinyo was the hit for Take a Break. Like where brands also come and they are pitching. So Sabinyo hit the Twitter. And that whole year, I think it was 2019, we sold out. Every trip was selling up. And it's been good ever since. Brands have come on board. But the biggest one being Nail Special.
So when is the next Take a Break? I should take part.
The next Take a Break is...
By this time around, I should.
August, end of August. Only that we haven't really announced it because we are still contemplating on which place to go to.
What are the ideas at the table?
You see, we have a small challenge. There is an homosexual bill that has refused us to do sharing same-sex. So it has hit us too, because now the trips are more expensive. Like now we want to go to Sese. Each individual accommodation, full body is 500,000. How are you going to put it on? That is only accommodation, 508. How are you going to put it on a young person? Like they are going to sleep. But when they share, it is
easier.
Yeah, that is what has helped Take a Break get people. It is affordable. It is budget friendly. Now we are still having challenges.
Decision and guidance. I'll keep my fingers on the
Can't believe we talked and we didn't talk about it.
We are back. We're yet to get done. So, Steves, at what point did you give back? Lucky Nanda Kunyika. 1 hour I wataka gambra mtaban. Tell us.
How do we not talk about infinity?
Tell me about your son. Okuye Izre. Saving a rent costs and moving in. That was how long?
No, actually we gave birth when we are already at home. Twice the Kombe Katwata. We've always wanted. Yes, we've always wanted to have a child out of rent. No. So after settling in like a year also, we went to have a child. It was a decision.
And then you had a child.
Yes.
Tell me about your experience with carrying him and bringing him out as well. Was it your mother kind?
I had a good time with pregnancy. It had no issues. It was a good time, except the usual pregnancy complications of you're tired, or you can sleep one side, or you have to go to Susu all the time. But it was good. And when the time came, I took myself to the hospital for a checkup. Nkani mpurani no tuntuntu tuche. Na ikaena doctor and you're already 4 centimeters dilated tini warukusa. So I was like, hey. He's like, it's even your due date today. I'm like, hey. Okay. So So I gave birth to Infinity the next day. Kashai kumi. Namusindika omwojo wa 4 kgs. Kanfiiri. Kanfiiri. I almost died anyway. Later, out of the labor ward, like I reached in the room, I can't remember to you know how my family shows up, Wava's family.
I trust them at that.
We were so excited, just in like a roast. But it didn't go like a roast. I fainted in the middle of celebrations and I woke up like after I don't know how many minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. But infant has been good. It's been 16 months of mothering Infinity. We are intentionally raising a child, just 2 of us. It's tough.
No house help, no nothing.
No nothing. It's the father and I. And when I am off to field, let's say Hoima for 2 weeks.
It is him, 24/7.
24/7.
Well done. And when he is off, if he ever does?
He's off. I am the one in. We have to make timetables of, you have to really tell me in time that I'm going to be at this time, at this place for this long. So we sit and see how we are going to work around it.
Wow.
Our lives have stopped for some now.
For the gentleman.
Yeah, too.
And he is happy. It is evident.
Yeah.
I look at your pictures and I'm like, wow, lucky. Wow.
But raising a human being, oh God. I really understand those who look for help. And oh my God, growing up we had aunties and uncles who were in extended families. It was good. It was good for everyone. Like a parent lives you with a child and they are okay. But now, you're on your own.
Not that. And the bills too, for everything. Nitty-gritties of it. Okay, like, twaza kwendelesha zatwo. In a nutshell, omuntu yakubuza ngo nibintu kibishatu ebikozere Agaba cyari no mugambera ki.
Ha. Shibuzo kachaguba.
The top 3 things you think have made you who you are today. The surveyor, the mother, the, I don't know whether to say wife or fiancé, and
I am a wife.
Businesswoman. What
has
why I say because you are prosperous, you are successful.
I'm actually happy. No, I was actually happy you called me because it felt I am a force. I actually
you truly are.
I'm impactful.
I want you to imagine why I followed you up thrice in a row.
Thank you.
Means you are a brand, you are doing well. I feel like there's a lot the other young people can learn about from you.
What has made me who I am now? Maybe things that have really okay, God, I don't know.
It's okay. It's also okay not to know. But you know there are things.
But there are things I would tell you of things that I move by.
Your principles.
My principles. Is it? I love an easy life, really. A laid-back life, a slow-paced life. I usually look at the people in the village, like where I stay. I by the way stay in the village, Masha. And I see how capitalism hasn't eaten on them. Like, yes, they might not be well off money-wise, but if at all I could bring my money, a little of it, and I have that slow-paced life in nature, I really love nature, I would be kawa. So that is how I am even raising my child. Like, I don't want capitalism to take me. Like,
you both apart.
Yes, and I cannot be with my child. I'm paying someone else to do it.
And they're not doing it right. Meanwhile.
Yes, I really. Also, when I moved out of town, we decided to live a bill-free life, if possible. Like, no electricity bills, we're using solar. No water bills, we are collecting rainwater.
Wow.
No rent. We don't want to pay rent.
Food.
We have a plantation. We plant most of our food. So So we are eating things that we could live on less, like less money. And it has been beautiful. It has been nice and less costs. That helps us not run to go look for work. Like we could, I don't know how long Whoever has taken without reporting to work. Peace, reset, like he has reset, and it's nice. Yes, I think we shouldn't be going on the world space. It's rushing.
It's too much.
I think also I would tell someone to go. Like there are people who are meant for that. There are people who cannot settle for less, or if I could call it less, or cannot settle for comfort. Like they are always chasing the next thing. I think that is also a good thing. It is good for someone. I think I could tell someone to know who they are.
And be exactly that.
Be exactly that. Don't be told, hey, you need to go work right now because you need to pay bills. No. If at all you can find a way to cheat bills and taxes, please do.
Go ahead.
I use a water filter. I don't cook boiled water. Like, it is those small things. I use a menstruation cup. I don't buy pads every month. I think it is those tiny things that I don't want to spend on that give me so much peace.
I feel like we can go on and on. Right, it's been really an honor. Thank you for finally spending that time. You never know who beyond infinity you're tapping into.
I think I'm also an activist a lot. I really want everyone else to get that. So.
Webale mnonga kutereza kireka okurwita tamchya majingaga ebya lucky agaba bya byinji wamuhurra omzeire business woman umpunta umpunta yebale umpunta chigambe cyo tinka churaga naturalizo bakonke ebyo bya byinji kandi ntekateka ngubuzimazima omumagaraje hinestwayezera turekanga kusibura ninyota Barbara Nyamwiza ntayira butosha ahashtamana Nyamwiza YouTube nyabura we subscribe gambira nondijo mutahi wawe na wisha subscribe nje chitwere gumanturizana kandi tukuretera abajanya abandi batakufirira turi a Big Chef restaurant umtawne yambara umwanya go kwisha kufera rebka nho waza kandi watunjira ico kurya abakwana bakuzayo kugabura no kufungura umucangeje reka nkusibura hizobere ugume